Time is ticking away before we inevitably get the next big phone from Samsung, the Galaxy S25. The company's next flagship phones are sure to be some of the best phones when they come out. But we're still a good ways away from it. If Samsung actually pulled up the Galaxy S24's announcement a week earlier than the previous Galaxy S23, so it'll be interesting if Samsung would move it up again for the Galaxy S25. Historically speaking, Samsung traditionally releases its flagship series early in the year, usually in January or February. The Galaxy S24 was announced during Galaxy Unpacked on January 17, 2024 and released on January 31, 2024. Knowing that, we suspect that the Galaxy S25's announcement and release would line up close to those anniversaries in 2025. Let's talk about the other specs of the phone. One immediate way Samsung could shake things up with the design of the Galaxy S25 by increasing the size of its display. Known leaker U1122 reports the Galaxy S25 screen will go from the Galaxy S24's 6.2 inches to a slightly larger 6.36 inches, which would effectively match the rumored increased display size of the iPhone 16 Pro. We suspect that the phone itself would be a little larger than its predecessor, mainly to accommodate the larger screen because Samsung slimmed down the S24's bezels over the S23. But to keep the phone easy to handle, Samsung may be making at least the Ultra model rounder on the back to help it sit in your hand. Aside from the Galaxy S25 potentially getting a larger display, the rest of the design should be a familiar one. Meaning, both the S25 and S25 Plus should be rocking the same armor aluminum frame, while the titanium frame should still be exclusive to the S25 Ultra. Performance of the S24. One of the earliest Galaxy S25 leaks hinted a bigger speed boost, courtesy of Qualcomm's next chipset. It's likely that the Galaxy S25 will be powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chipset, which is tipped to reach a new frontier by reaching a clocked speed of 4 GHz, or potentially 4.26 GHz. This would be new territory and one that could give the Galaxy S25 an edge over its competitors, mainly due to Qualcomm reportedly switching to a 3-nanometer manufacturing process with its next-gen chip. While one report claimed Samsung would turn to the Exynos 2500 as its system-on-chip exclusively, and others have contended that Samsung plans to use both the Exynos 2500 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the Galaxy S25, a new rumor has emerged about Samsung's chip plans. Same with the cameras of S series. Samsung has been nearly untouchable in the camera department with its phones, proven by the Galaxy S23 Ultra dominating all other phones throughout 2023 in our best camera phones list. Well, that changed with the release of the Galaxy S24 because of the controversial move of downgrading to a 5x optical zoom camera with the S24 Ultra. We saw a noticeable difference with our zoom test between the Galaxy S24 Ultra and Galaxy S23 Ultra, so Samsung has its work cut out in redeeming itself with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So far, the early rumors paint an enticing picture. An upgraded main camera, 50-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, up from the 12-megapixel one on the S24 Ultra, and a new telephoto camera with variable capabilities. Meanwhile, there are fewer rumors about the cameras for the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus, one of the few hints to Samsung switching to a Sony camera sensor instead of the ISOCELL sensor used previously. However, a leaker named the Galox says neither the S25 nor the S25 Plus will benefit from a megapixel or layout change to its cameras. Battery and charging also is the important part of the mobile phone, and Samsung do good work on it from the last year. The Galaxy S25 has the potential of breaking records, especially if the power efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 turns out to be true. All three models of the Galaxy S24 easily boast substantially better battery life than their predecessor, and with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 purportedly being developed with a 3-nanometer manufacturing process, the Galaxy S25 could yield greater endurance. At the very least, we expect the Galaxy S25 to feature the same battery capacity as the S24. There have been rumours for a while now about Samsung adopting stacked batteries in its flagship series, but there's no strong evidence we'll get them yet with the S25. Meanwhile, multiple leaks indicate that Samsung will still go with a 5,000 mAh battery for the S25 Ultra. Also, Samsung need to work on the charging speed of the S25 and S25 Plus because these two models kept same charging speed for the last year. 25 watts wired charging.